everybody. I'm Selby from GMAT Club, and today we are going to Mansie Dewan's house to ask her 21 questions about the MBA applications and the US news rankings that came out this year. So let's go and ask her.
Hi, Selby. What a surprise.
Thank you. May I come in?
How are you? Please do. You're already in.
Well, thank you so much. Mansi, I have some important questions to ask you, so I'll start with the first one. Coffee or masala chai to get you through an application deadline?
Both. A bit of both. Depends on time of day.
Makes sense. And if you weren't helping people get into business school, what would you be doing?
Writing fiction, hands down. My inspiration is Stephen King.
Nice. What's one thing about your job, Mansi, that would surprise the GMAT Club community?
In addition to being a counselor, I'm also a therapist. I've heard so many times, why don't you sit down, Selby?
Thank you.
I've heard from people so many times that talking to me feels like a therapy session for free.
Really? That's crazy. And 3 things, Mansi, that you cannot live without when reviewing a profile.
Well, my lazy boy. I sometimes sit here.
Nice.
My laptop and my spectacles.
Nice. Now, Mansi, the US News 2026 rankings are out. In one word, what do you think is the vibe?
The vibe is wild. There is so much movement in the rankings. Stanford is right on top.
That's true. And like you said, it is still number 1, Stanford. Is there any way for other schools to catch up, or is the G-Stanford gap widening?
Why not? Stanford's moved up and replaced a school. A little bit of shift in placement stats, average salary, peer reviews are going to tip the scales again, and there is likely to be movement. This is not an absolute.
Makes sense. Wharton and Booth are right on their heels at number 2 and number 3. So does the rank even matter for these M7 titans?
Not at all. It's just how the formula utilizes the data to make small shifts appear like a huge crisis, which it is not at all.
Makes sense. Kellogg and Harvard are tied at number 4. Who's winning the brand war for applicants this year, in your opinion?
None of them, and both schools will probably get equal traction. Well, maybe Harvard a little bit more.
I see. We're also seeing huge shifts in the top 25. Should a rank 18 school be worried about a rank 22 school?
Not at all. Let me give you an example. The professors at Dartmouth didn't stop teaching suddenly. Georgetown hasn't lost its location advantage or strong networks. So no, schools have their strengths, and small shifts in data lead to heavy movement in the rankings. And the US News says themselves that the mid-range of schools is where the shift is drastic and not truly reflective of schools' potentials. So rankings should definitely not be used as the sole means of shortlisting schools.
Interesting. Now, a lot of our Indian viewers are seeing ISB and IIMs climb globally. Is 2026 the year that stay in India becomes a better ROI than going to the US?
For many candidates, yes. I saw even for the 26 intake, many people prefer Indian schools over the top 10 US and European ones. For the US option, sometimes with scholarships.
Interesting. For international students, what's more important in 2026? The school's rank or the school's STEM designation?
I work with Indian applicants mostly, so both matter to them. Selby, can I get you a glass of water?
Of course. Let's go.
In the process, I'll show you my office, my humble office.
Is this where the magic happens?
Diary. Yes, it's where the magic happens.
How many students got into their dream schools?
All of them.
All of them. Crazy.
I had 100% hit rate this cycle.
Nice.
Here is just getting you a glass of water.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
For international students, like I asked, what's more important in 2026? The school's rank or the school's STEM designation?
Bit of both. For Indian applicants, everything. The brand will matter, so will the opportunity to work for 3 years and pay off at least part of the loan.
Makes sense. And is a high GMAT focus score the new normal for the top 10, or are we overthinking it?
We're totally overthinking it. Score is important, but not the absolute. I've had 675 get into a top 10 with hefty scholarship. I have a 326 get into Kellogg. So no, score's not everything. The overall profile, company, Personal experiences and stories, leadership potential, and fitment with the school are equally important.
Makes sense. And what's the biggest ranking trap that students normally fall into?
The trap is that the ranking of the school is going to maximize their chances of success post MBA, which is not true. I've seen people from top 30 schools even land at premier firms with higher paying jobs sometimes than pure graduates from top 10 schools. Sounds controversial, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Now, if a student has a low GPA but a high ranked school in mind, what should be their next move?
Build an alternate transcript and score as high as you can on the test.
Makes sense. What's the most underrated US school on this year's list that everyone should be applying to?
NYU Stern, city advantage. Folks don't look at it enough. Well, sometimes as a fallback option, which it should not be.
I see. And rankings often ignore culture. Which school has the best community vibe that doesn't show up on a spreadsheet?
Kellogg, hands down. Students are prepping each other for the same opportunity at the same firm with complete community spirit and collaboration. No competition whatsoever.
I see. One sentence to convince someone to start their essay today.
You're going to get lots of opinions for revisions. Hopefully you don't take more than one or two. It's important to have a pen final draft ready for you to get those opinions. So start now.
The most common reason a perfect on-paper candidate gets rejected, in your opinion?
Templatized approach to application essays and substandard resume.
I see. What's the greatest secret to a great MBA interview?
Have an answer first approach. Always have your answer in a pointed manner in the first line.
Makes sense. And if someone has to choose between a full ride at a top 10 or full price at an M7, what do they do?
This is a hard one. I've had people on both sides choose a free ride at a top 10 and drop it for an M7. Really just depends on where you are in life, your personal priorities.
Understandable. Last one, Mansie. What is the one thing that will never be replaced by AI in an MBA application?
A counselor asking you meaningful, intrusive questions that are going to bring out those hidden gems that an AI will never be able to do.
No, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mansie, for answering the 21 questions. But I still have one last question, which is, what is your last minute advice for our GMAT Club viewers who are watching this today?
Well, hope you've taken the GMAT for round one. If you haven't, you should be finishing by April end or May 1st week in order to hit the round one deadlines comfortably.
That's true. Well, thank you so much, Mansie. It was really nice seeing you.
Likewise, Selvi. Thank you for thinking of me.
Of course. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.